showing you this very clever method that you can use to actually sell popular items for quite a high price. Right now I'm displaying the Montaigne's Shield Black Ice variant, which, not gonna lie, it's kinda cool and it's a very good skin. If you know anything about this skin, it usually rides around the 400 R6 credits mark. Sometimes it goes down by quite a bit, but it's usually around maybe 399 to 400 credits. Now obviously I was not going to take this for an answer, so this is what I actually did. I started off by pricing this at 445 R6 credits, and I was kind of hoping that, maybe someone would buy it. But I noticed when I refreshed again that there was someone else who was monitoring the price, and they were selling it for 1 R6 credit lower than me, which is a popular strategy. So in this case, they were selling it to 444. Now, it seemed like to me that actually people were buying it at the 444 price, but I noticed that when I set it to 445, there were no sales. So what I did to beat the queue, I think I set this to, what did I set this to? I set this to 440. So this was 4 credits below the other person who was selling it for 444. Now 440 for the Black Ice for the shield, that's a really good price. Now obviously Siege takes off a 10% cut, which is still big. But I basically engineered this in such a way that I would get the sale first, and I would also make a lot of R6 credits. Bear in mind, I got this shield in an alpha pack, so I made 396 R6 credits. And all you need to do is choose a fair price and make sure you are monitoring it. And that's how I made this much. Now, for example, if you know people who are trying to undercut you in terms of sale price, you know that the listing is quite active. And that also means that people will be looking at purchasing it. Now, in this case though, whilst there isn't that many purchase orders compared to sale orders, I can still charge a bit of a premium. If I had listed it for 400 R6 credits, yes, it probably would have sold quicker, but I wouldn't have made that much money, especially factoring in the 10% credit, and this method actually works for a lot of items. As you see, now someone's selling it for 445, but I managed to sell this for 440, as I said again, and that's how I made this. So I basically managed to engineer the price, juke the person selling it as well, and I got a buyer who is willing to pay far more, well, slightly more. Now, interestingly enough, I would say though that the Black Ice, it is a seller's market for Montaigne's Shield. There's less purchase orders, but there's more sale orders. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this cool video. You should definitely try and do this strategy more often, and I'll see you in the next one. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe because that seriously helps the channel out. Thank you very much for watching.